That first glorious crunch through a golden cheesy crust. The sizzle of crispy bacon hitting a river of creamy sauce. The gentle, beautiful aroma of smoky haddock rising up to meet you. This, my friends, is what food is all about. It's about those moments that make you close your eyes and just savor the flavor. I'm talking about a dish that feels like a big, warm hug on a plate. It's my super simple, incredibly delicious smoked haddock and bacon gratin. This isn't just a recipe, it's a one-way ticket to Comfort Town. And trust me, you're going to want to take this journey again and again. It's a proper family favorite that never fails to get smiles all around the table. What makes this dish so special, you ask? It's all about the beautiful harmony of textures and tastes. You get the flaky, subtly smoky fish that practically melts in your mouth. Then, you have these little nuggets of salty, crunchy bacon scattered throughout, adding a fantastic pop of flavor and texture in every single bite. All of this is swimming in a luxuriously creamy, dreamy sauce that ties everything together. A gorgeous golden brown blanket of melted cheese that gets all bubbly and glorious in the oven. It's the kind of food that feels incredibly indulgent. All right, let's get all our lovely ingredients lined up and ready to go. Having everything prepped and on hand makes the whole cooking process so much smoother and more enjoyable. Think of it as getting your actors in place before the show begins. For this beautiful gratin, you don't need anything too fancy, just good quality stuff. First up, the star of the show. About 500 grams of smoked haddock fillets. Look for the undyed kind if you can. It has a more natural, subtle flavor. And grab around 200 grams of bacon, smoked or unsmoked, whatever you prefer, that we'll chop into little pieces. Next, we need the bits for our creamy sauce. About 400 milliliters of milk, 200 milliliters of cream. You can use all milk if you want it lighter. 1 lovely onion, sliced up nice and thin. A couple of cloves of garlic, crushed. 100 grams of cheddar, or a mix of whatever you've got in the fridge. Butter, about 2 tablespoons. Plain flour, about 2 tablespoons. A pinch of salt, a good few twists of black pepper. A lovely bunch of fresh parsley, or chives. A little sprinkle at the end makes all the difference. A handful of breadcrumbs, optional for an extra crispy topping. That's it, see? Nothing scary there. Once you've got everything, give your haddock a quick rinse under cold water and pat it dry with some kitchen paper. If it has skin on, you can leave it or remove it, your choice. I like to cut the fillets into nice big chunky pieces. Pop the fish chunks back in the fridge to stay cold while we get on with the rest of the prep. This little step ensures your fish will be perfectly cooked and not tough. Now, let's get that bacon sizzling, so roll up your sleeves, put your favourite music on, and let's get cooking. I'm going to walk you through every step, and you'll see just how easy it is to bring this gorgeous gratin to your own dinner table. Now for the fun part, let's start building up those incredible layers of flavour. First things first, get a frying pan on a medium heat. There's no need for any oil just yet. Tip your chopped bacon straight into the dry pan and let it do its thing. As it heats up, the fat will start to render out, and the bacon will begin to crisp up beautifully. Give it a stir every now and then to make sure it cooks evenly. You're looking for it to be nice and golden and crispy. Once it's there, use a slotted spoon to lift the bacon out of the pan, leaving all that lovely, flavorful fat behind. Pop the bacon on a plate lined with a bit of kitchen paper for now. In that very same pan, with all that gorgeous bacon fat, add your 2 tablespoons of butter and let it melt. Now tumble in your thinly sliced onion. Turn the heat down to low and let the onions cook gently for about 8 to 10 minutes. You want them to become soft, sweet, and translucent, not browned. For the last minute of cooking, add your crushed garlic and stir it around until it's fragrant. Sprinkle the 2 tablespoons of flour over the softened onions and garlic. Stir it all together and let it cook for about a minute. Now grab a whisk and start pouring in your milk and cream, a little bit at a time. Keep whisking continuously as you add the liquid. Once all the liquid is in, let it bubble away gently for 3 to 5 minutes, stirring often until the sauce is thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. The final touch for the sauce is seasoning. Remember, the smoked haddock and bacon are both quite salty, so be careful here. Give the sauce a little taste before you add any salt. Add a few good grinds of black pepper, and then a tiny pinch of salt if you think it needs it. You can always add more later, but you can't take it away. Once you're happy with the flavour, take the pan off the heat. Your creamy flavour-packed sauce is now ready. That wasn't so hard, was it? Now we're ready to assemble our beautiful gratin. This is where all our hard work comes together. It's time to assemble this beauty and get it in the oven, transforming it into a golden, bubbling masterpiece. Preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or gas mark 6. Spoon a thin layer of your creamy sauce onto the bottom of the dish. This little trick helps to stop the fish from sticking and creates a lovely creamy base for everything to sit on. Now, arrange your chunks of smoked haddock in a single layer on top of the sauce. Don't overcrowd the dish, give the pieces a little bit of space to breathe. Pour the rest of that glorious creamy onion sauce all over the fish, making sure every piece is nicely covered. Now grab your crispy bacon pieces and scatter them evenly over the top. Then it's time for the cheese. Sprinkle your grated cheddar, or whatever cheese you're using, all over the surface. Be generous. For that extra special crunch, now is the time to sprinkle over your breadcrumbs if you're using them. Carefully place your dish in the preheated oven and let it bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. You'll know it's ready when the top is a beautiful golden brown colour and the sauce is bubbling away at the edges. The fish itself will be cooked through, opaque, and will flake easily when you gently press it with a fork. One of my top tips is to check the fish after about 15 minutes, as different ovens vary. If you find the top is browning too quickly before the fish is cooked, just loosely cover the dish with a piece of foil for the remaining cooking time. Once it's perfectly cooked and looking absolutely gorgeous, carefully take the gratin out of the oven. Let it rest on the side for about 5 minutes before you serve it. This allows the sauce to settle and thicken up a little bit more, so it doesn't run all over the plate. And there you have it. A stunning, bubbling, golden smoked haddock and bacon gratin, ready to be devoured. Spoonful lift showing flaky fish and creamy sauce. Just before you take it to the table, give it that final sprinkle of freshly chopped parsley chives. That little bit of green looks fantastic against the golden cheese, and it adds a fresh note that cuts through the richness. Smoky, cheesy, bacony. It's a dish that begs to be shared and enjoyed with gusto. Keep things simple. This gratin is the star. Crisp green salad, zesty vinaigrette drizzle, steamed new potatoes, buttery peas, good crusty bread on the side, non-negotiable. You'll need it to mop up every last drop of that ridiculously delicious creamy sauce from your plate. One of the great things about this recipe is how easily you can adapt it. If you're not a bacon fan, no worries at all. You could swap it for some lovely cooked ham or even some flakes of hot smoked salmon for a double smoked delight. For a vegetarian-friendly version, you could leave out the fish and bacon and instead use a mix of leeks, mushrooms, spinach, which would be absolutely delicious in that creamy cheese sauce. It's a wonderfully versatile base, so feel free to play around and make it your own. So, what are you waiting for? Gather your loved ones around the table, spoon out a generous portion for everyone, and get stuck in. This is food that's meant to make you happy. It's warm, it's hearty, it's packed with so much flavour. Watch as everyone takes that first bite, the crunch of the topping giving way to the creamy, smoky filling. Enjoy every single mouthful. Lovely jubbly.